I could honestly talk about this movie so much. Like, I grew up with this movie. I absolutely love it. The thing is, I don't necessarily have nostalgia goggles for this movie. Like, it's very easy to kind of critique it and look at all the things that kind of didn't work. This, for me, is what I prefer when having a Batman movie. It's more fantastical. It's more in a fantasy element, as opposed to this super realistic modern era that we keep on getting. And frankly, I'm bored of it. You know, I like the whole fantasy aspect of it. Gotham looks phenomenal in this movie. It just looks beautiful. It's this towering city and it looks so good. I think Jack Nicholson steals the show in this movie because every scene he is in, it is literally his scene. Like, everybody else is like supporting him. Even when he's doing stuff like playing with deck of cards in front of all the gangsters, like, there's just something about it that just fixates you just on him. It's not the purple suit, it's just like the way that he's just so enthralling. I would say the same about Michael Keaton, but the thing is, he doesn't really have much to work with. Like, Vicky Vale has more stuff to do in this movie than Michael Keaton himself, which is astounding because the title of the movie is Batman and he is the starring character, but there's not really many bits where I'm like, oh yeah, you know, that's great, you know, he's really drawing me in. You know, there are some good moments with him, like the let's get nuts stuff and at first I'm Batman, amazing. But aside from that, like when he's Bruce Wayne, there's like nothing for him to do. When he's Batman, he's amazing. He's an amazing Batman, and his performance is fantastic. Just the way he moves, where he like shifts his whole body, it's like so inhuman and surreal. It's fantastic. His love story with Vicky Vale is okay. Like, it's okay. You know, it's humorous when they're eating at the dinner table and they're a bit too far away from each other and he's like, I don't think I've been here before. Like, when he does like the kind of comedic elements, it really works in his favour. But aside from that, Bruce doesn't do anything. Thing is, the story is so focused on Vicky Vale and Knox trying to investigate if Batman's real and trying to figure out what kind of storyline is there, that it really gives Bruce nothing to do apart from being a love interest. As silly as it sounds, like, apart from being Batman, he's a love interest. That's it. That's all he gives to this movie. Like the kooky billionaire as well, like, it works at first, but like as soon as he's in the cave, he completely loses it. And he just transitions to like Batman. It's very similar to what they're doing with Robert Pattinson, where there is no Bruce Wayne. And I like the distinction between the two. I really do. But this movie just doesn't have that. And because they focused on Vicky Vale so much, it really kind of hurts the movie. What I think they should have done is they should have just got rid of Knox, because he adds, again, comedy, which you don't really need in this movie. And you should have brought Harvey Dent in and have her as an investigator working with the DA office to try and figure out who Batman is. That way you can lean into Two-Face in the future. And it just makes the whole plot a lot more seamless, you know. We haven't got this background character who has got these huge posters behind him and like DA office and stuff like that. And you actually have like some prominence there. Because not even Gordon has anything. Like, Gordon is literally there for like 2 scenes and he does nothing. Billy Dee Wallace is such a good actor. Like, he could deliver such an outstanding performance, but they never give him anything to do. Instead, again, you have Knox, who is just there and he's like pining over Vicky, but she's not interested. And it's like, get on with the plot. Just focus on something else. I don't care. The whole retcon with Bruce having his parents killed by the Joker was a nice touch. It kind of had the you created me and I created you. And I actually love that aspect of the movie. Like, every single scene that you have Batman, it's fantastic. It just kind of falls apart when the Batman and Joker aren't present and you're focusing on characters that we just don't care about because, as I said, they're not interesting. They don't pull you in. And you're sitting through this movie waiting for the good periods to actually happen, but there's not enough of them. I love this movie. I do. I think it's a really, really good film and I still really, really enjoy watching it. But it doesn't deliver on a lot of the elements a Batman film should deliver in my opinion, anyway. But aside from the Adam West one, this is essentially the first Batman movie we got, so we can kind of forgive it for that. I'm interested to see what they do with the Flash and bringing Michael Keaton back. I'd love to know what they do. If you like this video, I have a whole series coming out where I'm going to be covering Returns, all of the Zack Snyder films, all the way running up to the Flash, so I will link them around here for you.